Students who've not had a first work term yet often struggle with finding that first experience, which makes sense, right? That issue with not having enough experience to get a job and yet needing a job to get the experience.
I found that I was getting interviews, but I wasn't exactly getting the offer. And it was discouraging throughout that process.
I was feeling just a lot of stress.
I was pretty nervous about not being employed.
Having an unemployed first term would be quite daunting, of course, and I certainly wasn't expecting that when I started university.
The We Accelerate program was put in place specifically for those students who were seeking their first work term who hadn't been successful getting that first co-op.
As once I knew that this is a program that had enough capacity for the students that were interested, I knew that I wouldn't have to stress about finding a co-op then.
Well, I felt a bit unsure because it is a new program, but I decided to give it a try because it still seemed pretty interesting to me, and I'm glad I did.
The design of the program to have some extra career support for job finding wrapped around it, as well as some additional skills that have been based on research of what our employers are actually looking for. So we know these are skills that will help our students be even more employable, plus some experience doing team-based project work and developing not only then the technical or digital skills, but also those interpersonal skills that we know all employers want, that ability to work well in teams, across disciplines, across cultures, be able to do a project in a short time frame.
What's great with We Accelerate and why Deloitte was so attracted to it is trying to bring the skill development and the learning much closer to work itself. And in particular, having students directly build skill while solving and doing real work.
This was one of those great opportunities to really help raise the capacity and do so with innovation, and really provide as many opportunities for students as possible to get them ready for that future work.
What really drew us to this opportunity to help support with this program is when University of Waterloo approached us and said that when they did a search of employment opportunities, that there were thousands upon thousands of jobs that listed video skills as a top skill that employers were looking for.
What I really hope that the students take away from this is, there's opportunities in fields like across artificial intelligence, and that, really kind of coming together in a team setting or working across these different groups will enable me to kind of have this exposure as I kind of grow into my career.
What's become abundantly clear in terms of the economic recovery and then also the transformation of our economy is that people need to pick up new skills. And if we can go back into the universities and help equip students with the skills in enabling that capability, unlocking people's potential, helping them achieve what's going to be more impactful in their career, then that is an incredible force for good that we can help these folks pick up the great skills that they're going to need. They go out and have a big impact in all these different sectors, and the world gets transformed.
I was feeling excited because I think that a lot of the things taught, the skill development section of We Accelerate program definitely helped prepared me enough.
The skills portion was wonderful. Learn stuff each week about the process and then go and apply it. And you had people there to guide you along the way, and you had business leaders to consult with if you had questions.
This is very much the heart of work-integrated learning, that there is learning and then there's the application of that learning in a workplace setting. And that learning is assessed and the students are supported in order to do that, and then there's a reflective component. Those are the key components of a quality work-integrated learning. We use that as our backbone for this program. So in accordance with that, we have projects where the students are applying the skills they've been learning, and they're doing it in teams of 5 so that they're developing those human-centered skills.
I'm really proud that I was able to start a legit work term. I've never done that before, and it feels great.
To see that our students came in here with so little experience and was able to do so much. At the beginning of this, I think I would have never thought that they were able to accomplish such outstanding projects.
They really enjoyed hearing your insights, so that was definitely really nice to see that they appreciate what we have to say in the company and the impact that we had on them.
You can tell that they're really thankful for what you did and really happy with how the project turned out, like it really makes me feel like really motivated for future jobs and also really appreciated.
It's just so fulfilling to see students take what they've learned, apply it, and build something tangible at the very end.
Waterloo is known worldwide for its co-op program, and one of the key components of a co-op program is salary, and the students earn salary for their work terms. And we were very loath to give up the idea that students would have some kind of remuneration for their work, because students do add value and they contribute in very meaningful ways. So the iHub Fund allowed us to provide not a salary, because it's not employment, but a $1,000 award that the students would receive upon successful completion of the program at the end.
All of their faces just lit up with that funding. I think it helped students a lot financially. It was definitely a game changer for some of them.
It definitely helps solidify my desire to be a part of the program, because it would help with my tuition, and it would just kind of be an incentive to be a part of the program.
The outcome here that we're looking for is that when these students go for their next co-op work term, that they've got that experience and those extra skills under their belt, and that they are more easily successful when they're seeking their next work term, and that their employment path through co-op is easier as a result of having engaged in this program.
If you're taking We Accelerate in first year university, you're developing skills and you're developing an ecosystem of networks, both internal and external, that will support you for the rest of your co-ops at the University of Waterloo.
It's given me a lot more hope in the idea of work integrated learning and what it can be.
I think that it was so valuable that not only were they able to sort of gain these new skills during the skills development, learn a lot of that valuable information that we had in the career curriculum component, but as well they were able to sort of develop those transferable skills, communication skills with other team members during the project experience. So I feel like all of those things are honestly essentially priceless.
My biggest takeaway from the We Accelerate experience is spend time developing yourself, working on yourself, because when you invest in yourself, you're also investing in your future as well.